Hey, everybody, it's time for another tech tip of the week. And this week, we're going to be looking at some resources that we can access through our SLDS platform. And so, when you log into SLDS and you get to your main page, you're going to see a button over here to the right hand side that says Georgia Connects Preview. And this is where we're going to spend today on looking at some areas where we can get some great professional resources, things that we can use in our classroom for our students, and then other things that can help guide our instruction. So you're going to come to the Georgia Connects platform. The DOE is still working on this and rolling out different applications through our SLDS portal. But we're going to come down. You're going to see your recently used apps, which will pop up as you work through these. Some resource professional learning. That's where we're going to be today. Some great data dashboards that we might talk about on down the line, and then some DOE applications. We'll talk about TestPad at a future date. But today I want to scroll down and under the resources and professional learning, click on instructional resources. Now, this is a great tool that can be used K through 12. Obviously, we're going to look at high school today, but on your landing page, you're going to have a lot of different options. You've got some sample stuff that the DOE has rolled out for us here in all the different categories. You can search by a title or a description. You can go down to publisher if you knew that kind of information, or your course name or course number. And then you can break it down by grade, subject, and then digital media type. And that's what we're going to do today. So for grade, we're going to scroll down to 9 through 12. Fortunately, they lumped it all together for us high school people. And you're going to see that we've got over 1,000 pages worth of information here that we're going to be able to gather through. And a lot of this stuff, you've got videos, you've got different documents, you've got lesson plans, you've got graphic organizers, you've got how-to stuff, you've got audio that can be listened to by classes. And all of this is free, it's easy to use, and it's all straight from the DOE. The DOE's vetted it, and this is kind of the exemplar stuff that they found and that they have put together for us to be able to use. So we can go ahead and we can filter down by subject area. And you see we've got everything here from ELA, math, science, and social studies to our fine arts, health, CTAE, world languages, physical education, our different CTAE pathways, and computer science. And we also have different types of digital media that we can filter by as too. You look at audio, we'll take a brief look at that here in just a second. Different documents where you're probably going to spend a lot of your time. Some examples. Games, not really an option for high school. You click on that, you're going to come up empty-handed. Different images, some instruction modules, when you look at lesson plans, things like that. All the way down to spreadsheets and presentations, some different videos that are built in, some how-to stuff, and then web pages and websites and that type of deal. So if we take a look here, let's say that we want to live in the world of CTAE today. I'll go ahead and click on that. I can see that I've got 76 pages worth of resources, 759 total hits. And then you can see all this gets lumped in together. So if I wanted to look at something a little bit more specific within CTAE, I could type that in my search bar up here. Or if I wanted to look at different types of digital media and whittle this on down, I can do that as well. So if I wanted to go to video, see what kind of videos are available, you can see they've got a web seminar series. That's going to be more for the teacher, not so much for the student there, and some different gaining understanding and professional development. They've got some how-to stuff. We've got some computer science for new curriculum directors on down the line. We've got a total of 10 videos to choose from. If I wanted to take a look at maybe some different graphic organizers, some different lessons, we've got Georgia Day of Code that goes through this. You got flyers built in, guidance, different rule changes, so on and so forth. One of the more cumbersome aspects of this website is it doesn't let you narrow it down between what's for students to use in a classroom and what's for teachers to use in their development and in their planning and instruction. So you're going to have to kind of work through that just a little bit, but a lot of great resources here. So let me go through and kind of take a look at some of these things. If I was wanting an audio book, okay, or wanted to use audio, so I've got 43 audio files that I can choose from. And let's say that I'm doing mythology, I'm focusing on Greek mythology, and I've got Andromeda and Perseus. I've got a section right here from this novel or from this book that I can take, click on this, and then my class could listen to this while we work through
Andromeda
it
and
together.
Perseus.
And you can see this 26, nearly 27 minutes long that you could play in class. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some other stuff. We'll uncheck audio, come down here, and we'll take a look at the different documents that they have. You can see that they've got curriculum maps for us to be able to look through. So this would be for visual arts. I can click on it, download it as a Word document, and then I can go in and make changes however I need to once I enable editing. So they've got the different units. They've got all the standards listed. They've got the key concepts listed out for you as well. And then you're able to go from there and build a lesson based off their curricular map if you wanted to. You can see that they've got some different things for mathematics here. If I was able to move, there we go. I'm going to go down here to page 3. I found some stuff earlier today going through this. You can see different types of lesson plans, so on and so forth. Let me find you an example of a worksheet, some graphic organizers that they might have. All right, I know they had some for math, so we'll re-click document. And then we'll come down here to mathematics, and we'll weed this on down. They've got 362 for math, and I can scroll through and find whatever it is I need to find. Like I said, this is a great website, but it can be a little bit cumbersome. Here we go. We got a student version of an activity, and this is evaluating or calculating limits to diagnostic activity that you could use in class. I hope all these letters and numbers mean something to somebody, because as a former Gov and U.S. history teacher, that's an awful lot to look at and try to understand. But this is approved by the DOE. The DOE put it together, so we feel pretty good about this, our students being able to work through this. And this is something that might be similar on a unit test, an EOC, a milestone that they could see down the line. So we'll unclick mathematics and just kind of go back to the bigger pictures here and unclick documents, clear out our filters. Take a look at some different examples here. See that we've only got 2, but this is a sample essay that goes with ELA. You've also got a sample model that you can go through as well. If we wanted to have something that was interactive, I can go to click on the interactive, and you can see there's different websites that will take students. Here's an online textbook for French students that they could use and they could interact with on this platform. A lot of great tools here through the Georgia Connects program and through the instructional resources tab. Like I said, it is a little bit cumbersome, but all this is out there for you. There's different videos. There is one that I wanted to be able to show you kind of what this might look like. We go to video. All right. And then we're going to click on visual art, this sample right here. And as you can see, this is something that they have walked through in a ceramics class. This is a recorded Zoom call right here that's going to go step by step, give you an overhead view of what their process looks like for this particular project. Something that you can embed in Canvas. You can take this, have it for students to be able to use on their own and to be able to work through step by step. So if you ever have any questions about any of this, you need a little bit of help diving through all this information, like I said, they've got thousands upon thousands of resources for us to be able to use. Feel free to stop by the Media Center, shoot me an email. I'll be happy to help you out. Or if you've ever got any suggestions or any suggestions you'd like to see for a tech tip of the week,